This illustration is to show how the prepaid expense account in the chart of accounts will link to a balance sheet. So in this illustration, on the balance sheet, we're going to be interested in this cell right here that corresponds with prepaid expenses. Over on the left is the prepaid expense account from the chart of accounts that was shown to you earlier. When you looked at this earlier, you also know these totals were not here. That was part of the exercise for you to multiply and get the totals for each year. But in this one, where the totals are created, so we're going to look at 2015. We're going to assume that we had diesel, chemicals, and feed that were prepaid at the end of the year, had already been put into the expense account as cash expenses, but they had not been used, so we had an inventory of these items. So we're going to put a value on them. The value typically is what we paid for them. So we had 1,200 gallons of diesel, 30 gallons of chemicals, and 2,500 hundredweight of feed. And here's the values. Now when you total those values for these three items for the end of 2015, the end of the fiscal year, it's at $25,935. Okay? That's how much prepaid expenses you have on hand. In other words, you have bought those and paid for them, recorded them in your expense ledger. However, you have not used them, so they're actually on the farm. All right, so in prepaid expenses, because you own those things, they are an asset, we're simply going to put that total right here under prepaid expenses. Once again, the change in prepaid expenses does not go on the balance sheet. It will be recorded on a different financial statement. So this just illustrates how those supplies that you have pre-purchased that you own would be recorded on the balance sheet.